turn into a prima donna here. Oh,
Yeah, you just wish you had some.
I know I do. You ain't kidding, I do.
Jesus Christ.
There's that. There's that.
Hey, 7 o'clock. Come on.
All right, well, geez. Ready?
Ready.
All right, guys. I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. Don, it's going to be a wicked good show tonight.
I think it is.
We got some good, interesting topics to talk about.
Some unusual, couple unusual ones. Well, one unusual one, and the other one's got some really good tips on the other one. So
I'm just fired up for the fact that it's
just
Halloween
us.
It's Halloween time, Joe. I'm fired up with that fact.
And it's just us today.
Yeah. Definitely, it's just us. You know what I mean?
Special guest.
So it's
special guest is
you and me.
Us.
Yeah, that's a great one. So, guys, we always start with the question of the show: what is the coolest thing you've ever carved into a pumpkin? Okay, what is the coolest thing you ever carved into?
What about you? What's the coolest thing you ever carved?
We weren't very good.
Yeah.
Okay, my mom and my sister and I, we had maybe put a little bit of funniness in the faces and the eyes structure. Yeah. I could never, we're just not artistic.
So my good one, my big one is I would cut with I'd cut it with those little, those little knives and that stuff you get in a package.
Yeah, a carving kit.
Yeah, a carving kit, right? And I would do a triangle eye, a triangle nose, and some goofy mouth. That's it. And I try to get one tooth in there.
Just one tooth,
just
right?
One tooth, yeah.
Hey, so real quick, we got my man Zach Wilkowitz in the house. He's always a big fan of the show. Coming in from Riverview, we got folks throwing in little bits of things in here.
Sherry Burns, eyes in a mouth. That's what I do.
So Chris Bergeron, my assistant, also my mother, has put out there, be careful what you're saying because I'm watching. Yeah. So I got to be careful. I can't swear a whole bunch. So guys, what's the coolest thing ever?
She been on you about swearing?
No, I'm a Catholic boy. She wants to make sure I'm doing the right things. Okay. Sitting all the time. All right. So guys, what's the coolest thing you ever carved in a pumpkin? That's the big question for today. What's the coolest thing you ever carved in a pumpkin? So far, eyes in a mouth. That's kind of lame, right? But that's your girl Sherry Burns. But that's all right.
That's what I do. That's the coolest thing I can do.
That's the coolest.
Mine's triangle, so I'm not. No judge. No judge.
Yeah.
No judgment.
And guys,
here.
The reason we bring that up, we'll talk about it later. The pumpkin challenge. We're really psyched about that. Hey. Yeah. See, Don's speechless. He's just so fired up. He's speechless about it. It's unbelievable. All right, so a couple things to start off with. Let's go market update. Want to start there?
Yeah, market update. So the stats this week that I came up with was I had some help with.
Yeah.
Is our company stats this year versus last year and of 2020 versus 2019, and for the full year up until this point.
Yep. Year
to date, and. September and August and September stats.
Okay.
So closed in August of 2020, August in 2019, last year from January 1st to October 7th, 2,045 homes last year closed.
Okay.
This year, the same time frame, 1,657.
God dang it.
So there's a couple reasons why. One is what we're going through, the
shortage of inventory, right?
The shortage of inventory. So, we got two big things going on, and it's down 500. So, and we were actually closed for approximately 6 weeks. So it's it took a while for things to amp up again.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're getting doggone close, and I think that we'll see what it looks like at the end of the year compared to last year.
Well, like we talked about, I think it's going to push all the way out until it starts getting cold frost.
Yeah, so I think it's going to keep pushing out.
I think to the end of this year.
Yeah, to the end of
That's what I think. I think it's going to keep pushing out.
Yeah, to the end of the year for sure. Yeah. So, all right. So the stats for August 2020 versus September 2020.
Yep.
August, we closed 277. In September, our company closed 270. Only 7 off.
That's not too far.
Very close.
Typically, there's always that dropping off, right? Lisa Boyce watching our office manager, the bomb diggity bomb. She said, we're catching up.
We're catching up, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, definitely.
He interrupted me. I couldn't get to that. Thanks, Lisa.
Where's Eric Sloan? Eric Sloan wants to slap me around like, let Don talk.
Thanks, Eric.
Go ahead, buddy.
So listings taken last year, from January 1st to today, 198. This year, 155, which goes to show there's the lower listings homes on the market.
So, Don, I feel like I want to do this, okay? I feel like I want to get down on my knees like this, and I want to beg people. I want to go, please, please list your house. Please. because that's what it's coming down to. That's what I mean. Like I told you last couple ones I listed. You're talking multiple offers, crazy numbers. I mean, like it's a no-brainer. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So in pending August of this year versus September this year, 340 in August, 250 in September.
Oh wow, okay.
So you got that's at 90.
Pennies are slowing down.
Pennies are slowing down. Less homes on the market.
Yeah. Okay.
So interesting. Some interesting stats there. We'll see what it looks like next month or this month. Next month.
So, Don, I want to give a couple of shout-outs. My good friend Joanne Osborne is in the house. Yo! There's one. I got Jennifer Johnson calling me Scotty. I haven't heard that since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? And Steve Kreutz wants to know why you call a wrestler a fish. He said, I would kick your tail. Steve Kreutz said, when you called me a fish the other day on Daily Dose. I'm sensitive, man. I'm a sensitive guy.
This guy can be out in below zero weather without a jacket, just like this, with shorts on.
Yeah,
and flip-flops if you had them, barefoot. So
that's definitely the truth. That's definitely the truth. A couple of people throwing in the coolest thing. Let's go back to the question of the show real quick. A couple of people throwing in on what's the coolest thing they carved in a pumpkin.
Go back. Let me see the chat.
Well, I'm going to get there in a second, buddy. Jeez. That's brutal now. A black cat, Super Mario. Let's see what else.
Oh, so he put in there wrestler a fish.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't get that. I don't.
You can't call a wrestler a fish because they end up on their back.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Now I get it.
There we go. All right, guys. We love the chat. We love the comments. Keep just flowing them through. And we're going to go now to our good friend, and we tried to figure out some entrance music for him or anything like that. But I almost want to go back to the Robin Williams Good Morning Vietnam. We're going now to Mike McLaughlin. Mike, can you hear us?
Hey, guys.
He's talking from a pumpkin. That's
Mike, you don't look the same.
So yeah, I wanted to raise the bar on all the pumpkin carvers out there to let them know what kind of game they got to bring. Mr. Bergeron was nice enough to anonymously, well, I guess not anonymously, but telling us he dropped off a pumpkin over the weekend. Said, time to carve that pumpkin, boss. So Tommy got to work, and he came up with a Mandalorian. And here is to let everyone know how high the bar is.
Yeah. Now look at that's badass right there. So let's talk real quick about the pumpkin challenge then, okay?
Yeah.
Guys, here's how it works, all right? Don and I were talking, and we want to bring some good vibes out in the world. We want to get ready for Halloween and that. So what we decided on is all you got to do from the 23rd of October to the 27th is post a picture of a pumpkin that you carved. Okay, that's all you got to do. Post it here to either my Facebook or Don's, whatever party you subscribe to mostly, and your name goes into a drawing. Okay, you draw 4 prizes, all $100 a piece. So you can win one of 100 prizes. I'll say it 3 times.
It's random. We're not looking at the most beautiful or the most decorative. It's just a random.
All you do
participate.
Yep.
If you do triangle eyes and a nose and a mouth, you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other part is we're thinking the day of the show, the 28th, when we draw, we'd love 2 costumed individuals to come down and draw for us. So if you got a cool costume and you want to be part of the action, I'm hoping for hundreds. I'm hoping for at least 100 people, at least. That's what I'm hoping.
To come down for that?
No. Oh, it's COVID. Are you kidding me? No.
No, right. All right.
Just 100 people to be involved at least. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
With adding the pictures in, plus a couple people with costumes coming in and drawing.
Yeah.
Now that's definitely open to everybody. If you want to dress up, let us know, and you can come on in and draw a name.
I'm still trying to get Don to dress up too, so I'm still trying to get that.
I never dressed up when I was a kid.
It doesn't matter.
I can't imagine that I'll do.
So let's go, Mike McLaughlin. Give us the mortgage minute. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, guys. We're always talking about MSHDA on here, which is Michigan State Housing Development Authority. We're always talking about the down payment assistance program that they offer, which is very cool. There's a reason why we talk about it so much. FHA, conventional product, 3% down for conventional, reduced mortgage insurance. But there are a couple things that can make that not work for certain people, that program. But there is another program out there that is called the Fannie Mae Home Ready program and Freddie Mac's Home Possible program that allow for conventional financing with 3% down with very advantageous rates, as well as very low mortgage insurance. Now, one nice thing that this has over MSHDA is there are income limitations just like MSHDA, but MSHDA just says flat out household income, husband, wife, adult children, all of them have to fall under that umbrella of household income, and they have to credit qualify. But for the Home Ready program and the Home Possible program, you can just pick one spouse as long as they meet the income qualifications of something less than, say, 60,000 ballpark, a little bit higher. Then they can get a first-time home with 3% down and just get great rates, great reduced mortgage insurance, and just basically the Cadillac of mortgage programs out there for first-time home buyers.
So, Michael, remind me again, what's the credit score going to be?
Well, with FHA, it's easy to say, well, your credit score has to be above 620, or with MSHDA, it's easy to say for FHA that it has to be above 640. But when you get into the delineation between FHA and conventional, there's not a set number, but kind of the mark that you want to be at is about 700. You want to be north of 700. Credit scores go all the way up into the mid-8s. So it's a good credit score, but it's still not like it's the cream of the crop. But it's a good credit score. So 700 is typical, but it's not like a hard, fast line in the sand.
Gotcha. Okay. Michael, listen, you definitely brought it up a notch with the Mandalorian. All right. Guys, get ready to carve pumpkins. The 23rd to the 27th is when you got to post it. Pumpkin challenge. You're going to hear about it every week on the show. We're going to be putting it all over the place. It's going to be awesome. We want hundreds of people to get involved. You know what I mean? That's what we want.
And today, my costume is Academy Mortgage Man.
Overworked and underpaid, I guess. Overworked and underpaid.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael, listen, thanks for the Mortgage Minute, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Mike. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So, guys, Mike McLaughlin, always good to hear from him. So I'm going to call you out on this, Don. I'm just going to tell you so you know, all right? Your mom, Babs Phillips, you're lucky I know she's your mom. She said, yes, you did dress up. So why are you bullshitting?
I did, but I don't think as I got older.
You don't remember? It's Alzheimer's?
I don't remember, too.
See, Alzheimer's. You already got Alzheimer's. Can't even remember.
What the heck I would have drawn? It's probably one of those masks, with the band on the back and something like that. So it wasn't really.
That.
You put on some thing over your head. So
my man Jared Breyer coming in from Iowa checking us out today. Last year I did a horse head over a horseshoe. That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds.
Question of the show is, what is the coolest thing you ever carved in a pumpkin? What's the coolest thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome stuff. So, guys, one of our first topics is going to be, Don's going to talk a little bit about the buy-sell way things go. There used to be, we have like a rule of thumb. It was always this to this, like sell to buy, right? Yeah. But now it just seems like those rules are out the window.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with what's going on in the market and people financial, where they're in the position. Some people are in good position where they can do a couple different things. So going back to the original traditional way of doing it was you would sell your house, find a house, and try to coordinate the closing so that you move from one house to the next.
Right.
That's an ideal situation for most people.
Yep.
But there are people out there that can do other things. They can buy their house first, which is number 2.
Yep.
Buy their house. They have the financial means to do something like that. And then once they secure that and close on it, then they can sell their house. Some people will even move into the new home and then put their house on the market so they don't have to deal with the people tramping through the house.
Right. And now think about this, though, too. Think about that is for those people that want to make sure they can find something.
Right.
Like fits what they have a certain specific criteria. I need to find these things. So when I find that, then I'll come back and circle back around it and sell my house.
But they have to have the financial means to be able to purchase that home and keep their previous home.
So far we got sell by, right?
Sell your house, buy the house.
Yep.
And put that transaction together, 2 transactions together back to back, simultaneous for the most part. Buy your home, then sell your house once you're either moved into the house or closed on the house.
Yep.
Number 3 is to sell your home. You can continue looking or just rent. You can rent an apartment for a short term, 6 months, a year. And in the meantime, continue looking if you choose to. Maybe you need to make sure you have it out from the lease so that you don't get penalized too badly if you find something in the meantime. Or
I worry about that part. I mean, that's one, you're throwing some money away, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
And 2, you might be caught up in something too, so you got to be careful there.
But sometimes some people want to maybe hit the iron while it's hot. For example,
Yeah.
get the house sold, sell it fast, be done with it, and then deal with the next things. Not buying a house maybe even next year. Maybe things will be a little bit different. Number 4 is buy a home and rent your old home out.
Yeah, you can still keep it as an asset that way, right?
Yeah. If it's paid
And
off.
the rental market, buddy, the rental market's crazy.
Yeah, you
could get what you want. I mean, like, it's hard.
You have your pick. You can really get a good tenant.
But I always tell people,
you vet them.
Right, that's the thing. I have so many clients that came to me like just to get rid of their rental property because it's hard. It's a job.
Yeah,
it's a job. You know what I mean? It really is.
It is.
So you got to be careful there.
So, but if you can really vet the tenant, the prospective tenant, you might not have that much of an issue with it. So
yeah.
But you have to really be prepared mentally to do something like that, and financially prepared to do something like that.
And to fit in there, the other part too is that the sell. When you talk about sell rent, maybe sell wait too. I got a couple clients right now that are selling, that sold, and they capitalized in the market, and they're living with their kids.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean,
yeah.
Something like that. So, guys, that's smart just for the fact that you're capitalizing it right now. You're pouring it right back in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what do you got left?
And finally is a bridge loan. You don't see these around very much now. It's where you have equity. You have to have equity in your current home, and you take you get money out on this bridge loan. This loan will be that bridge, the down payment for the next house, and you would be paying. If you have a mortgage on your previous home, you would be making that payment, and on the bridge loan where you have the equity that you're using, let's say $40,000 equity out of your house, and you're putting it for the down payment on the new house, you would be paying interest, a little bit of principal, but it's a short-term loan for you to get that house sold and for you to secure that house, and then sell your previous home.
Right.
So,
and Don, I'll be honest, I used to think that the only way you did it was the one way. You put your house on the market, you had an offer, and then you went forward to the buy.
Right.
Like, I've seen people this past 3 months that have done almost all those, except for the bridge loan, no, but everything else.
Yeah. Bridge loan's a little bit, there's not too many, it's hard to find that.
Yeah.
And most people don't do it that way. They do these the other 4 ways are possible. So, but yeah, it's the traditional way, probably 75, 80% sell by.
Yep.
But I would say that and buy sell, those are the top 2, of course, where they buy something, they have the financial means, and then to sell the other house.
But the one that's creeping up is the buy wait. The buy wait is people are waiting. They're I don't know. People are concerned. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Trying to take advantage of it now.
You want to capitalize and then circle back and go, okay, get this at a lower rate.
Right.
Yeah. So, guys, let's go back to the question of the show. What is the coolest thing you ever carved into a pumpkin? Let me peek in here a little bit and see what we got. Steve Kreitz is all over you today. He says, "I'm gonna carve a fish in a pumpkin for Don." That's what he says.
I saw that. Thanks, Steve.
Oh,
I can't wait to see that.
He's all over you.
Remember, take a picture.
Yeah, no kidding. He's all over that. So,
all right, Steve. So I'm going to say cold-blooded. How about that? How about cold-blooded?
That might be a little more.
That'd be cool.
You might appease him that way. All right, guys. So let's go.
Hey, Steve, I will tell you, I wrestled in high school, so I was a wrestler too. So
did you really?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Tabor Kennedy.
They had wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. Yeah, you're old. Holy smokes. They haven't had that for centuries now.
They're close now.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So let's go to City Spotlight. Now, this city was interesting to me a little bit, but it's a real narrow market, isn't it?
Very small market.
Yeah, very small market.
Small downtown. It's a pretty.
So the City Spotlight is Romeo, Michigan. Let me tell you a quick fact about Romeo, Michigan. Local musician, Kid Rock is from Romeo, right? That's where he's from. I got family that are out in Romeo, Michigan, where they were out in Romeo, Michigan, and they moved further and further that way. Romeo Plank Road. That's where my cousins Bergerons lived on Romeo Plank Road.
What's your favorite song from him?
Kid Rock? You know what? I like the one with the wolf. Oh, what the heck is it? All summer long. Yeah, all summer long. There you go. All right, good one. That's a fun one. Yeah, you didn't know I used to be a Kid Rock groupie, did you?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, after last week, and the best. What'd you call him?
That's a beautiful man.
The beautiful man, and now Kid Rock. It's all coming together. I'm starting to see it's all the pieces are falling together, aren't they?
All the pieces are falling together. So I've seen them in Alabama. I've seen them in Iowa. I've seen them in different parts of Michigan. Our house used to be, my buddy right on my upstairs was like head of his what did he run? He ran his message board. So like people would come from all over the country and like crash at my house. That was great.
No kidding.
It was different. It was different.
That's pretty cool.
It's very cool stuff though. So let's talk Romeo. Romeo. So tell me about it.
All right, so it's small city, not a lot of homes sell. In the currently active are 11. There's 11 homes properties in Romeo for sale.
11, wow.
In currently pended, meaning they've accepted contracts, 11.
Okay.
And in the last 30 days homes closed 9.
Wow.
9, that's it.
That's a little bitty market, man. It's a little
Very
bitty
small.
market. Holy smokes. Okay.
But nice downtown. It's got a really nice, pretty downtown.
Hey, just so you know, I'm not the only one. Zach Wilkowitz said he's seen Kid Rock 30 times. I don't know, buddy. I don't know if you've seen him 30 times. We'll have to check the chicken stubs on that one.
Yeah. All right. So average sale price $246. I mean,
$246. Okay.
Good market. Average square footage about 1,800, and dollar per square foot 136. Seems to be a little bit on the lower side.
Yep.
So you can get a good amount of per house, or you can get a good house for good value. I think that's some good value there. And days on market 50, which that's kind of skewed because there was a couple houses that took over almost 200 days to sell.
Really?
So it really skewed the numbers on that. So
numbers are all jacked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Romeo, Michigan, huh? Kid Rock's hometown. It's his one spot. And like I said, Bergeron family has been out there a lot. Romeo Plank Road, my uncle had a nice piece of property out that way, and by Lakeside Mall there. So, yeah, definitely Romeo's an interesting place. So that's a city spotlight, guys. City spotlight.
how many people have been there, gone through?
If you've been to Romeo, Michigan,
downtown,
put a hell yeah, I've been to Romeo, Michigan. Be a hell yeah in Romeo, Michigan.
Or put a Juliet in there.
Hey, so I'm going to show you something. So Kathy Wilkowitz, my dear friend, she's not big into pumpkin carving, but they've started a inter-family competition on this now.
Oh, I love it.
So you and I, we made it participation only.
Right.
She's all about competition now. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet stuff. So got good things going on there. What else we got? So that's some hell yeah. Now we got some hell yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Give me some Romeo, Michigan.
What is that all about?
Have you been through Romeo, Michigan?
Oh, all right.
That's all. That's
I like
all.
it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right.
Good stuff. All right, so
Next topic up.
topic number 2.
Bring it to us, Scott. Show us. Educate us.
I'm telling you. So here's the thing. I did not want to dive into this one. I did not want to bring this up on the show or anything like that. But the work-home craziness, like everybody I talk to is struggling with the work-home stuff. Like my kids are here and they're interrupting me and all this stuff. I don't know what to do. I got to do this. And so I had to dig in. I had to dig into this thing. I had to. So I want to give you 4 or 5 things that can help you with this thing. Okay? I want to give you 4 or 5 things that can help you with this craziness. All right? So stick with me. And some of them are going to seem really commonsensical, and others are going to go, Because even you and I were talking about them at lunch today, kind of going,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's start with easy ones. First one, noise canceling headphones. Okay. I don't know about you, Don. I don't know if you get the little earbuds things. When I go to the gym, I put the big, fat 80s headphones on, and because I like the noise canceling. So it takes away from the distractions. You can see in front of you, and you focus on that. When you get a good set, they're not that much. And they're pretty cheap. So first thing,
that was a great idea. That's a great tip.
Yeah, noise canceling headphones. Because
yeah.
What happens all of a sudden, you're aware of everything, taking away a little bit of the distraction, not all of it. Okay, and for those of you that have lots of kids, okay, that you have kids to take care of, you gotta be aware too. But noise canceling headphones, that's number 1. Okay, number 2, you gotta make sure your Wi-Fi is going, especially if you got like your kids are doing schoolwork and you're doing that, and everybody's working from home. Okay, so a couple of things. There's a router called a mesh router that makes sure it optimizes every single connection. Like this connection needs this much, and so that's one thing. Or what's called a network extender. If you have like bad signal, I know lots of people that get on there always bitching about my Wi-Fi was up, now it's down, and it's bouncing me back and forth. So network extender will help you. Okay, you get that from your provider, from your service provider, 1.
Right.
And then 2, mesh router, Wi-Fi mesh router, what they call it. And they optimize what happens.
So the mesh router, they're pods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had one before, and now we have just an extender.
Right.
And they both work.
Yep.
So
because you got to make sure
two really good options.
Right. You got to make sure your Wi-Fi works. You got to make sure. That's number 2. Yeah. Okay. 3, to stop interruptions. I saw this. I read it in a couple spots. And I thought it was pretty interesting stuff. Because what you're afraid of, you already got interruptions cut down here because you're not distracted, okay? Interruption, kid knocks on the door, Dad, I need you, Mom, I need you, hey, I need this, or somebody comes in, I need that, okay? Instead of doing that, use sticky notes, okay? Green, yellow, red. Red sticky notes means I need you right now, okay? Just put it on the desk or whatever. Yellow sticky note means I need you, but I can wait. Green sticky note means just when you're done, come see me. Okay, instead of people barging in, go, I need this, and freaking out and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Especially if you're at home and you're on you have a meeting, you're on a Zoom meeting, Microsoft meeting, whatever groups or whatever they call it, or you're on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, put a sticky in there, and yeah, I thought that was
I know my brother-in-law is on meetings all the time. He's always worried about the kids coming in making noise and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, just different people that I know, that just like if you're in meetings a lot, like business meetings, it's really hard to do if your kids come in every 5 minutes, going crazy or something like that. So that's that one. 4, a dry erase board that tells whatever his agenda is
for the day.
So you know where to find people. You know where they're at. Like if it's Don's in a meeting from 10 to 12, you at least know that fact.
Right.
Littler kids, that's not really going to help too much as far as it starts to show them responsibility, but it's a little harder for them. But again, an agenda on a dry erase board so that you can go, okay, so-and-so's doing this. I can't bother them. So-and-so's doing that. Right. So that's number 4. And the last thing is use apps because people waste time on the net. Right. They waste time on searching and browsing and all that kind of stuff. So a couple of apps that can help you. One is Stay Focused, where it shuts all the other stuff down so you can stay focused on what you're doing for a certain amount of time. Right. It's not
on your phone,
on your phone, or it's on your computer, both.
Yeah.
It helps you stay focused. Right. So that's that. Right. And then if you don't know where time's for me, sometimes I feel like time gets away from me. Right. So if you don't know how time's getting away from you, then you go to rescue time. It actually does it almost studies what things you're doing, how long you're doing them for. And it gives you good feedback of you did this for 20 minutes, you did this for 50 minutes and so forth.
Oh, interesting.
So a big thing, like I said,
that's interesting.
Cut down the interruptions by the noise canceling headphones and the Post-it notes. Network extender, make sure your Wi-Fi extension is up. Don't distract yourself by the Stay Focused and the Rescue app, and dry erase board to make sure you know where people's agendas at. And like I said, I didn't want to do that topic. I didn't want to get into that, but it just feels like everybody I talk to, and you and I talk to a lot of folks, it just feels like it's crazy. It's driving them insane.
And people are struggling with it. So we thought we'd bring up, and hopefully there's a tip or two here that might work for you and for some of
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought there were a couple good tips in there that I never thought of. The noise canceling headphones, I thought that's a great idea. So if you really want to focus for 30 minutes or an hour, you can really do that. And the stickies, I thought that different colored stickies, I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, I definitely thought that.
Especially for kids.
I thought that too. So,
Mom, here.
You're
slap it down.
Bam. That really wouldn't help that much, would it?
Yeah.
So just some tips for you.
Hopefully you get something from it.
So I want to go fan of the show. I want to go to fan of the show next, right? And guys, as always.
That is next.
Well, I know, but as always, so let me kick that on for everybody so we know where we're at. Right? Fan of the show. So as always, we get these awesome shirts from Impact Outfitter. So everybody I talk to, they're super soft. And they're good gym shirts, good shirts to sleep in, right? They're super soft. Yeah. But we were at we had a meeting not too long ago, and our broker you just got a kick out of the logo and stuff. It's just fun for Don and I, right? It's kind of a fun thing. We get a kick out of it.
People want them and they want to wear them. It's so. And I ask, will you wear them? They say yes.
Well, that's got to be the biggest thing is will you wear it?
Yeah,
right?
And they'll say yes. They want one. And it's so cool. It's a very cool thing. So
absolutely. So we're gonna go with fan of the show for today. Is none only than the lady that keeps us safe with TSA. Ready? Jennifer Johnson, you are a fan of the show. Jennifer. Let me hear the chat, you guys. Come on. Bump that chat up. Jennifer. Power that chat up. When we see that, then I'll go to something else down. We see all that Jennifer going in the chat there. Well, I don't see it yet.
I thought you were going to be doing a Macarena.
No. Well,
it sure looked like
Macarena? Really? That's a 90s dance, my friend. I'll do the 90s dance. So, Jennifer Johnson, you are a fan of the show, young lady. I will be getting you something. See? Kathy Wilkowitz wearing hers. I guarantee Steve Kreitz wearing his. They're awesome. I mean, they're fun. Like, I love that stuff.
Thank you
know what
for
I mean?
wearing them.
So, give her one more pump up. Jennifer.
Jennifer, there it is.
There we go. Now we're getting some pump up.
We got it going.
Now we got it going on.
All right.
We should do one time when social distancing is lesser. We should get all the fans of the show together and then wear all our shirts out. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be
Get a
great.
picture. Get a group picture.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be fun. So fan of the show, we got squared away. Guys, again, we'll give you one more shot at question of the show here. We'll give you one more shot. Okay. What is the coolest thing you ever carved into a pumpkin? What is the coolest thing you ever carved into a pumpkin?
I want to give a shout out to someone. I want to give a shout out to Scott Bergeron for putting all the questions and everything up there. You do a really good job on that.
You know what?
I don't even know how to do that. I've never had to do it. You just take care of it. You take control of it. And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you do a good job.
No worries. No worries. I mean, he's the
job.
talent. I'm just the behind the workforce behind it.
You've got very good at that. It's seamless virtually now. So.
It's not bad. It's not
right,
bad.
So should I mute this so we can talk?
No.
So
Mute it yet. So what's the coolest thing you ever carved into a pumpkin? It's the coolest thing. And Don, why don't you do this? Why don't you take a look at these? And I'm going to talk about something for a second. Why don't you take a look at those for a second? And scroll through and see what you like. I want to talk about a couple of things. So one, I got new business cards. My friend Steve Markey from Markey Design designed me sweet new business cards. And the only reason I bring it up, guys, is I'll show you something. So we got the normal business card. I'm going to walk close to you. So we got this normal business card like this right here. Okay. So we got that. But guess what's on the back now? Look at this. Talkin Real Estate right there. It's got a QR code in the corner and everything over here. So you can, or over on the other side, so you can scan it, right? So now it's then again. So it's like this on the one side, and it's got Talkin Real Estate on the back side. That's sweet. I'm going to be passing those out to everybody I know, everybody I see. I just thought that was kind of a cool thing. Steve Markey from Markey Design designed those bad boys. So very cool stuff. And I figured since QR codes are a new thing, I mean, it shows that's kind of a cool thing too. The QR codes that when you go out to eat now, everybody's QR code and left and right. So I thought that was kind of cool too. So, Don, what do you got for us?
So, what do you think about that one right there? Yeah.
We're doing a long confer. So if anyone
What about this one right here?
Ooh, there you go. I like that one.
All right, let me take a look.
Guys, I don't know how I can do that. Oh yeah. I want to give a quick shout to Miss Pursuit. I just saw now that you popped in, kiddo. I apologize for that. So we're kind of digging through and looking at the old scrolling here and seeing what we got. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, I think that might be the one.
All right, so
that's the one.
We're gonna go with one, and it's funny because it's something that we just talked about too. We're gonna go with the official bat signal in the jack-o'-lantern, in the pumpkin, and you guys can show them up with all the crazy carvings that you're gonna do, okay? And that is Steve Markey is the winner of the S'mores starter kit. You got skewers. You got marshmallows, you got graham crackers, and you got Hershey's. So Steve Markey, you win the S'mores starter kit. Give it, Steve.
So Steve, if you got a picture of that, post that.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. We'd love to see it.
I don't know. I'd like to see what that looks like.
Absolutely. All right, Don. So you want to hear a story from the road?
Yes.
We're going story from the road. We haven't been story from the road.
We haven't done a story from the road.
We haven't done one in a while.
Our guests always do it.
We haven't. So I got to tell you, here's kind of the weird way the market is right now. So I had a gentleman that we were looking at houses. We've been looking at houses for about 3 weeks now, maybe a month even. So he gave us 8 houses to look at. Guess how many that were available?
They're all sold?
No, not all of them. There was one.
One left?
One.
Wow.
All the rest of them were all tenant occupied. Think about that for a minute. 8 houses that were on the market. We can only get them into one.
Huh. So they weren't allowing the tenants?
No, they weren't.
Yeah. Wow.
So I mean,
yeah,
I guess that's the negative of the no kickout rule, right? The no, you can't
eviction,
evict anybody. I guess they can stay there whenever the hell they want. I mean, again, I'm not bad mouthing that, guys. Trust me, I'm not doing that. But it was just weird. Guy gave me 8 houses to look at, and we could only see one. The rest of them were all tenant occupied, and they wouldn't let us in.
So he could only pick one house, and that's the only one.
And I'm like, we went because I felt bad for the guy. And he's like, let me know when you find something else.
This is all.
So, guys, that's just kind of keys back to the puking pumpkin. Kathy Williams says the puking pumpkin. Where were you a minute ago, Kathy? That would have been the awesome one.
Yeah,
a puking pumpkin.
That one sounds a little unusual.
Yes, it does. So, guys, let me kind of reiterate the contest. We already put it on Facebook as an event. Okay. So what you do is you take a pumpkin, you carve it and you post a picture between the 23rd and 27th. Okay.
You can carve it at any time. Just take a picture, but post the picture between the 23rd and 27th.
Right. And all you do when you post them to my personal page or Don's personal page, either one. Okay. You only can post it once and only one entry per person, not per family. If there's 2 adults and they can both do it, it's fine. Okay. We put your name in for a drawing. On the 28th, the show on the 28th, we pull it. It's going to be freaking awesome.
And we want to have a guest that are in costume draw.
That'll be awesome.
So it's open to everybody that's viewing this.
It's open to everybody. It's open. I mean, like
to anybody, yeah.
And like I said, I want this thing to get above 100, maybe a couple hundred would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, just today, I posted it. Within half an hour, there was 30 people that liked, 20 or 30 people that liked to want to do it already.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. You can decorate it too. So, Shelly, that's
you make the decision.
Yeah,
what
you can
want
decorate
to
it. It's okay. I mean, it can be carved and decorated.
We don't.
I transgress. It can be carved and decorated.
We don't care.
We don't care at all.
You got some other idea that you think that fits in with it? Fine, go ahead.
Yeah, and like I said, it's positive vibes, Don.
Absolutely, it doesn't matter if you think
part of the season.
If you think it's seasonal.
Seasonal, yes.
No, I don't know about seasonal, but if you think it's Halloween-like, you know what I'm saying? You know
Halloween-esque.
Halloween-esque. That's
there
it.
You go. Now you got it.
Post it. Go ahead. Do it.
Guys, one more thing before we go. Next week, we're going to have John Betker on from Three Stripes Heating and Cooling. He's going to talk all about furnaces because it's going to start getting cold soon. All about furnaces and what to do to make sure your AC is all set for next year and all that good stuff. So make sure you check in with us next week. So I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. See ya.